Dear video games, it's us again. I'm Mav, longtime partnered streamer, gaming mom, Nino Kuni obsessed, with my lovely co-host Snackless.
Hi, I'm Snackness, also forever partnered streamer, prior kindergarten teacher, and baker, also leader of a top 10 kingdom in Nino Kuni. Look at us go.
I'm just
So
happy to
proud of
be.
us.
I know. I'm just happy to be riding the coattails of you and the Snacklets. So
It's been a wild ride.
it is. It is wild. It is.
Hmm.
It is super fun, and we'll chat about that later.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
but today we have a special pre-recorded holiday episode for you.
Hmm.
We usually do our episodes live, but this month is a little bit crazy. It's the holidays. We aren't aligned anywhere this month, so we're gonna be kind of batch updating. So if you're listening to this right now, don't look at our costume changes, but also look at them, okay?
Exactly. You'll never know.
You'll never know.
Popping in and out. Yeah, if you're listening and it's your Friday, welcome to your weekend. And thank you so much for tuning in for the first of our holiday special podcasts. Yay! Let's just give a quick community shout out. Thank you so much to everyone who has joined us on Fan House. It's an awesome way to support us. We're super excited to be able to create extra content for you there. And we're just so thankful for you. So thank you for taking time to support us. And if you haven't checked it out yet, we have brand new Christmas code coming at you. Use code XMIS for a free month. Check it out. Lots of cute stuff coming up there every week. Full of fun.
Literally, not just every week, every day
Hmm.
almost. Like
Hmm.
we post so much. So if you want to know more
Yes.
about Snacks and I, and you want to know about what's coming up on the podcast, we're also always up for suggestions. So if there's other things you
Hmm.
would like to hear or see from us, let us know.
Absolutely. Yeah, if you have suggestions or you want to chat or you even want to learn more about us, it's a great place to be. Absolutely. And this month, our theme, of course, is kind of a Christmassy winter solstice theme. So we're excited to chat about that. But specifically today, we're going to be talking about Christmas and games and gift giving. So, did you know that Minecraft, which was released in 2011, became the most popular game of all time in 2019? It sold over 176 million copies.
That's so wild. That's
Isn't that
so
amazing?
wild.
So after playing Minecraft,
Eight
Mav and I have
years.
both played Minecraft together. Yeah, so it didn't take like a long time to become the most popular game. Would you say that that aligns with what you think of Minecraft after we played together?
I think I'm shocked that a game like
Oh.
that is doing so well, but there's so many ways to play it because it is so sandboxy. So
Mm-hmm.
the way you play it normally, they're like the regular vanilla survival mode is not
Mm-hmm.
how a lot of people play it. There's like
That's true.
PvP, there's SMP, there's like
Mini
different
games. I've
games.
seen all sorts of weird games with like sheep and like mazes and all sorts of cool stuff. So maybe also that you can mod that game a lot too. So I think
Yeah.
that kind of keeps things like refreshing and interesting. So if you're looking for some funny Minecraft clips of Mav and I believe there's some on TikTok and on Mav's TikTok. Just a few clips of us losing, like literally losing our
Our
minds,
minds. And
and
Snacks
our
losing her
legs.
ass.
Falling apart. We were falling apart at the seams, but it was so fun. And yeah, even though it didn't make it onto our top 10 games to gift, I can see why it's so popular. And if you do like a game like that, like a buildy, kind of crafty game,
Every
I
kid's
would
playing
recommend
it.
it.
Everyone, every child, every
Yeah.
preteen, they're playing Minecraft right now. So check it out.
Mhm. Okay, well, let's dive into our most important part of today's episode, our top 10 games to gift. So, we're going to take you from Stray all the way to Skyrim and give you a little bit of information on the top 10 games we think would make incredible gifts this season. So, if you're not sure what to gift, or if you have a long term, like long distance gaming friend and you want to give something, a lot of these games will be on Steam or Nintendo or Xbox, and you could give them really easily with a gift card. So just keep them in mind if you need something to give.
I just love how we're about to do from Stray to Skyrim because it really is so dramatic and drastic, the range of these games. So if you're looking
Yes.
for a shorter story game, that isn't too intense. Stray's perfect. Skyrim, you all know. If you don't know, Skyrim is just like a massive single player, intense, gear needing, boss fighting,
Open world
open
exploration.
world. Like,
Yeah. Amazing.
that can also be extremely modded.
Yeah, so we have a lot of variety coming in for you today. So let's get started with Stray, which is actually in my Steam right now, and I haven't got a chance to play, but I need to play because
Play it, please.
I think it's going to be like a really popular game for like game awards and things. So
Yes.
I definitely want to get into that. So it was developed by Blue 12 Studio. It's a single player adventure. Escape a city full of danger and demise. There's a playful and curious cat who wants to return to their home. And Mav's played, so what did you think?
Oh my gosh. It really only takes about 4 to 5 hours tops to finish this game. They do such a good job. Annapurna does such a great job with games, and just it's highly designed. You're not going to find items in the world you don't need to use. So anything you do find, use it. Really cute, lot of cat neurisms. But the overall story is really refreshing, and I kind of want to play through it again just to kind of see if I missed anything. Yeah.
Okay, that's a very good sign.
I just
so if
hope
you have a
there's a
cat
second
lover on
one.
your gift list.
I hope there's a second one.
Maybe there will be.
I hope. That'd be
Maybe.
amazing.
I got to get to that. Definitely
I cried.
trying to get to it.
So if you...
Aww. I'm a cat lover. I'm a cat mom.
You're gonna cry.
So are you. You're a cat mom too.
I'm a cat mom, and I'm just a mommy mom. So
That's true.
You'll love it. I promise. It's
Okay.
on the game of the year list.
Yes,
on a lot of
I've heard
people's
that.
top lists. So for a reason.
Sounds so great. I think it'd make a great gift. A little playthrough, really cute.
Okay, this one I haven't played because I'm scared to play.
Oh, you must play. You must play. I would say that that's probably got to be in like my top. I'd say it's probably in my top 5 games.
So it came out. Okay, I'll let you explain this game. It came out at the beginning of the pandemic, so I wasn't ready to get my heart ripped out of my chest.
That's fair. So our next game on the list is actually Spiritfarer. That was created by Thunder Lotus Games. It's an indie management sim, about helping lost spirits make their way to the afterlife. It has stunning visuals, heartwarming characters, which make this game a must give. Spiritfarer is breathtaking. First of all, it's kind of like a hand-drawn illustration kind of look.
Yeah.
And it's so sweet. Like, I also like that the management side of it isn't absolutely intense. You know, if you're baking something in the kitchen and you forget about it, nothing bad happens to you. So there's not a lot of consequences. Although if you mix the wrong ingredients, your food might come out yucky. So I kind of like that, you know. There's a lot of kind of development of items in that game, but there's not a lot of consequence, which gives the game a less serious playthrough, which is excellent because as you get to know the characters and help them on to the afterlife, you become quite attached to them, and it's caused quite a few tears from quite a few people. And if it's actually the most beautiful way to see spirits moving on. You know, sometimes I think it's really difficult to lose someone and you kind of wonder where they are and like what's happening to them. And it's just like a nice way to think about someone holding their hand and helping them to the other side. And so that's kind of the reason that it's so heart-wrenching. But outside of the heart-wrenching, there's just such beauty in the game in so many ways. And I truly can't recommend it enough. I think it's an excellent game. And it's also a bit challenging at the very end of it. So I kind of like that. And they even come out with like extra characters, right? Like kind of like a, Yep. So,
speaking
amazing.
of heart-wrenching.
Oh no. What?
So if you missed it, Snacks and I watched a Nintendo Direct with this game. And we're going to talk about Pikmin 3 right now. But I didn't realize they get eaten.
By those red frog things.
By the frogs.
Yeah, so we were watching it and I was like, oh my God, it's so cute. And then I was like, oh.
I could not believe it. I was in shock.
Bad things happen to Pikmin. Do I want that to happen? No. Does it happen? Yes.
Is that the game? Probably.
Yeah, like literally I can't who put me in charge of like 50 little Pikmin at once also? That's too many to watch at one time. Okay. Pikmin 3. Okay, I actually haven't played Pikmin 1 or 2. So for me, I would just have to say Pikmin 3 because that's the one that I played. Made by Nintendo, it's a real time strategy and puzzle game. Control your captains while you explore and save an alien planet full of fruit from famine and befriend Pikmin on the way. It is a challenging yet cute game, and it's kind of perfect to curl up with. There's these cute little Pikmin, and you kind of collect them and they help you. But let me just like, player be warned, okay? Things will eat your Pikmin, crush your Pikmin. They can drown. I didn't like, and sometimes like you're blowing your whistle to tell them where to go, but like they're confused, and it's like babysitting in a way. And
Great. You have to come
they
over
won't
because I have the first one for the
they won't make
GameCube.
it.
And I'm scared to play it. You have to play it when you're out here again.
Oh, I must play. It's cute. It's really cute. Like I would definitely recommend it, and you know, like it just keeps things interesting. And I actually found some of the puzzles a bit challenging, personally. So definitely
Cute.
recommend it. So cute.
Speaking of
It's so cute.
puzzles,
Oh yeah. Tell
oh
me.
God. Legend of Zelda, but it's the Link's Awakening one remake.
Mhm.
So both are great, but if you play the remake, it is really, really, really cute. It's an action RPG. You get to explore the new island. You get to collect all of the instruments and musical pieces. You have these animal friends that help direct you along the way, and you have to kind of help out another animal towards the end. And so, if you're looking for the classic puzzle top down where you get to explore the map, not like Breath of the Wild, but more of an actual Zelda game, you will love this so much. I'm ready to play through it again. So,
Wow.
it's super cute. I love it. It's my favorite.
Wow. Okay. Amazing. What platform is that one on?
On the Switch.
Okay.
On the Switch.
Amazing. I
But
love a comfy, cozy Switch game.
the old ones on the DS, on Game
Right.
Boy, on everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Classic.
Wild.
But yeah,
You know, I have
love
to confess
Switch.
something. I actually don't think I've ever said this on stream or anywhere.
Oh no.
I have never played a Zelda game.
Mm,
Let me just say, so like I never had Zelda for any of my consoles when I was growing up. And so we like rented it once, you know, and you could like rent games
Yeah.
and movies if you're of that age.
Now is the time
Um,
to play them because they're being remade and it's better.
Yeah.
Like I went back to play the N64 version and
Mhm.
it's so ass.
Okay, good to know.
It
So
plays like
yeah,
shit.
I rented it and played for probably like whatever, maybe an hour, but like also I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
I didn't.
This
Anyway,
one, if you play Link's Awakening,
it's time.
this is the perfect Legend of Zelda where you get like pieces of the retro feeling
Mhm.
and the way they used to do the maps, which kind of makes it feel like Pokemon. So if you like Pokemon and how
I
like
love Pokemon.
how the classic Pokemon maps were, where you would have to crawl through and meet other people, and there's like different
Yeah.
puzzles and stuff, and
Mhm.
without the Pokemon, obviously,
Right.
that is very Link's Awakening
Ooh,
vibes.
okay, definitely keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. Okay, let's creep ahead to a favorite from this year from
Yes.
Mav and I. We both absolutely love this game. Creepy. Catch me.
This game is great with if you have a chat room full of people
Mhm.
with Twitch integration, or without. Like it was even great without because you got to
Mhm.
choose
You can name them.
your villager friends. And
Mhm.
this game is Cult of the Lamb by
Mhm.
Massive Monster. It's a single player construction and management sim, but it's also a dungeon crawler. So you get to
Yeah.
go and unlock, and it's kind of like oh gosh, what is that game? Not quite
Play many
Binding of
crawlers.
Isaac, but a little bit like
Oh, it
Binding of
gives me
Isaac.
that vibe. It really does give me that vibe.
Yeah, where you have to go and unlock the doors, and it's like a puzzle to the boss
and
room.
even visually, it's kind of like that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's amazing. Crawl through dungeons and capture your friends to turn them into cult worshipping workers. Cute characters, challenging dungeons, and creative ways to worship make this game engaging and unique. That's the best one-liner. They should tweet that.
They should.
Okay? You know what, Massive Monster? You want a little, Devolver?
Or
Do you
else
need a little
we're gonna
promo?
feed them poop. Poop will
Promo send-
happen.
Yeah. Oh gosh, it's so cute, and there's so many little things that are so funny. You know, like I love that the characters have slightly different personalities. So like if somebody doesn't poop in the outhouse, then the next person, like Peapod, will come over, look at it, and barf 15 times. Like the The worst thing that happened to me in that game is I went to a dungeon, and in the dungeon I got cursed by one of the heretics, and it made everyone sick.
Yep.
So then they started pooping everywhere. But then I had people like Peapod and a few others
Some
who didn't
people,
like that. So
yeah.
they started barfing everywhere. And I came back. I almost quit. Like every square inch was covered in barf and poop. It was like I couldn't.
But then there's some that love it. They're like, I'm so happy.
Disgusting. Honestly, I was so stressed and I didn't quit.
It's
I got it. I
stressful.
was like, everyone get in bed right now so I can clean up this place, you monsters.
Well, because
Anyway, it's really fun.
It marries like a sim, like camp that you're
Yes.
building with like a dungeon
Yes.
run, and it's simultaneously happening. So you're constantly having things to do.
Right.
And
The
it's
house
very
is
good.
breaking down and you're getting stomped on by a heretic. And then
Yeah.
they're like, I'm hungry. I'm like, listen, I have bigger problems right now. It even has fishing.
You can sacrifice them though. So
That's true, but
there's
I'm not that
benefit.
type of person. You, on the other hand.
I did the old guy fight club. So you can basically there's perks that you can get through levels, and
Oh,
essentially my people really loved having the older people fight to the death.
that is so messed up. Literally, when I played this game, no one's locked up. Everyone's happy,
marrying you.
eating berries. I'm married to everyone. Mav has everyone chained up.
There's like a dungeon and there's like an alley where I didn't have enough graves, so they're just dumped.
Oh my God. So you really can turn this game into whatever you want. And that's why I made it onto our list. Okay. It's got to be in my top 3. I don't know where I'd rank it quite in there, but it's probably 1 or 2. One of the best games I played in my entire life was Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch.
Wrath of the White Witch.
Wrath of the White Witch. This is a bit of an older game now. And we play Ni no Kuni Crossroads, which is like the mobile MMO version. But this was the first of it. And I heard about it because it was like kind of a collaboration with Studio Ghibli for visuals. And that's what kind of first intrigued me. And then the game's incredible. Developed by Level 5, it's an action RPG. It's kind of like open world, and has a Pokemon aspect to it. You collect different familiars, and all the familiars have these cute punny names and descriptions, and you can level them up. They become part of your team, and you take down the White Witch, and it's visually breathtaking. So explore a magical and mystical world full of familiars to befriend, magic to solve mysteries, and a story to learn along the way. It's full of an enchanting world with charming characters, and the Ghibli greatness make this like one of my all-time favorite games. I cannot recommend it enough.
It's also on Game Pass. The remastered version just actually recently came out on Game Pass, and that was one of the things we wanted to put on this list was Game Pass, just because of how versatile and how many games you can play, but it just wasn't quite specific enough. But
Yeah.
here's a great example of a game that is on it that you should definitely try. I want to play it.
You must. You must.
Because I don't know actually much about Ni no Kuni, the universe.
It's
And
amazing.
I really love the characters and all of the art and style from the MMO. So I really want to try this. And I also love Studio Ghibli. So
It's incredible. Like it's absolutely incredible. Like they have this kind of big giant map, and you're kind of like top down looking for familiars. And then when you enter an area like a town or a forest or a cave, you kind of switch to that, like, I think is it third person or first person, but basically then you're kind of back into it, right? Where you're walking around. And I loved that kind of comparison.
that makes so much more sense
amazing.
because the Ni no Kuni we play right now is full of familiars. Like it is familiar heavy. And I'm like,
Yes.
this must be like a key element to the universe.
Yes, even has the higgledies in it. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Anyways, it's definitely up there for my favorite games. It's a longer playthrough game, so it definitely takes some time, but I cannot recommend it enough. So if you need a game to give, that's definitely up there for me.
Okay, so this one is dueling for the Game of the Year top slot.
Wow.
I was going to talk about God of War, but I really wanted to talk about Horizon Zero Dawn because it is fantastic. If you're looking for an action game that has a great story, that has a female protagonist, you will love this.
Oh.
It also has a sequel that just came out. So if you're looking to play the first one or the second one, either of them stand the test of time. I haven't dove into the newest one, but it's like downloaded, ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely on my list to play either the end of this year or beginning of next year. So
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Tomb
It
Raider
looks
style
beautiful.
action. It's amazing. It's also PlayStation, so you do unfortunately need to have a PS4, PS5 to be able to play it. But they really don't skimp out on their platform games. Like PlayStation's very good with their titles. Speaking of PlayStation titles, we'll go right into the next one. Spiderman. If you haven't played it, it's by Insomniac Games. Incredible story. They also have Miles Morales is out, which is also basically not a sequel because they are making a sequel to this, but it is another story game that everyone super loves. I personally really loved the Spider-Man one. It has DLCs. You get all of the skins for Spider-Man. Like everything. You get to choose the stories. It's kind of feels more like an action Uncharted game where it's more story based than anything. And so you get to choose what happens and you get to go fight.
Oh, really?
Fight the heroes. Yeah.
I've just seen a lot of people like swinging through the skyscrapers, and that in itself looks really appealing. It looks really cool.
You can get in a lot of trouble doing that because there's always like something happening in the town. So you really could just do that.
Really?
And not play the story.
I like that though. Then you have lots of choice.
Yeah.
Like you can swing wherever you want to swing.
And speaking of Uncharted.
Yes, I've never played.
Oh my gosh. I am obsessed with Indiana Jones and Tomb Raider. And those are probably two major game series that you probably could put that as one. Like if I was a triangle, that would be in one pocket because they're coming out with the Indiana Jones game. And I love the Uncharted so much. There are so many of them. They're the story-based action where
you like a story-based.
I love it. You get to choose what happens. Because I think it's because I choose poorly all the time. And it's so entertaining.
Oh my God.
Because sometimes I think it's going to be one way and it goes the other way.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
But it's really, really awesome. They did a really great job updating it. But yeah, it's very treasure delving.
Oh.
Tom Holland plays him in the movie Uncharted. It's just like a beloved treasure finding franchise. So get into a lot of trouble.
Looks cool. Yeah, that's funny. You do make questionable choices at times. So
listen, we've seen you play.
Listen, that was the one time I played a story game. I went to Mav's house and I played Until Dawn. And it's the only time in my life where I was like, I'm going to mess with these people. I'm going to make everyone hate each other.
But that is the essence of these games, is because it's not you, it's them. And like, what would they choose?
It sounds like a you problem. Whoops.
Speaking of a you problem.
Okay.
This game, I don't think is...
You wake up to so many problems.
Oh my gosh. And if you play Goat Sim, I don't want to spoil it, but if you play Goat Sim, which just came out, Goat Sim 3, the beginning scene is Skyrim scene.
Oh my God, that's so awesome. I love that. It's so iconic.
It's iconic.
Wait, I have something cool I saw to add in. Okay, so we're about to dive into Skyrim, but before we do, I just have to tell you about this amazing gift I also saw on Amazon. That's the Skyrim gift, okay?
Oh my God.
So it's a black cup, and then when you fill it full of hot water, it slowly goes away to reveal like you waking up from Skyrim and like the opening line. And I was like, this is awesome. It's amazing. Anyways, it's on Amazon. If you need a mug to give.
I'm obsessed with Bethesda. If you don't know, I'm like a Fallout fanatic and I love the Elder Scrolls. But I've never really beat Skyrim. Can you beat it? I don't know.
I was just going to ask if it's beatable. Like, is it even beatable?
I feel like it's a hard game to do a Let's Play to because it's such a long one, you know? But you can do whatever with it. It's a single player adventure game where you wake back up on so you woke up on the back of a cart to meet
Yeah.
your fate just before a dragon takes out your group and some random
Yeah.
town you show up in, essentially. And so you get
Yeah.
to kind of choose any faction from the Elder Scrolls universe. You can be a Khajiit, you can be a Bosmer, an Altmeri. You can
I was
really
the kitty
be
cat. I don't know what that was though.
you're a Khajiit.
Ah.
Khajiit love to sneak.
Oh, that's exactly why, because all I do in that game is steal. I've never done anything other than just steal.
Yeah. I
love
always
it.
kill the chickens and then I get wrecked. So I don't know.
I stole a horse.
But yeah, you can become powerful and explore the mountains of Skyrim. And it really is cool because you can unlock a lot of stories. You can heavily mod it. I'll just say that.
Ooh.
Heavily mod it. But yeah, I definitely recommend it. They just had their 20th anniversary for it.
That long? Oh my gosh, amazing.
Yep.
And still so good. Like,
And it's been remastered. So if you played on console, which I played on the Xbox, it looks really good. It has all of the updates and everything. And they actually added a few mods to it. So
oh, I love that. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Yay. Okay, so we've taken you from Stray to Skyrim, and I hope you heard something that maybe made you think of the gamer in your life who would appreciate one of these games. And if you do give one, definitely let them know to tune in and listen, because I'd love to hear kind of their feedback on receiving one of these games. So hopefully they love them just as much as we do.
And also, if you give a gift and it's a game and it's not any of these games, I'd love to know.
Yeah.
curious.
What games are you giving this holiday season? I want to hear about it. How about giving gifts? Mav, how do you like to wrap/give gifts? Tell me a little bit about like what that looks like.
I'm like,
Do you give a
car.
bag?
I like give a car. You know, like you just put a bow on it and you hope for the best. I cannot wrap to save my life, and it's interesting because I consider myself an artist and a designer, and I can't wrap to save my life.
Oh my god!
I can't do
Maybe
it.
It's too meticulous.
It's like origami. I'd be very bad
Yes.
at. It's the paper. It's the paper folding. I just cannot.
Right.
Like even if you were like, Mav, fold this paper in half, I would F it up. I could not do it. I can't do it. There's gonna
No
be
tedious tasks.
a little sliver that isn't quite at the corner, and like I cannot. Don't ask. I'm taking my gifts to the store and they're wrapping it for me. Okay, I can't do it.
Oh my god! Amazing. That's really funny.
Flying snacks out here to wrap all my gifts.
Literally, that's my job. I actually love wrapping gifts, and I've become a meticulous wrapper, but that is 100% due to my father, who is like, I'm like a mini version. I'm talking, he's got like the level out and like his big like L shape, like he's crazy, right? Very meticulous,
special knife to
beautiful.
cut.
Yeah, every single gift is wrapped perfectly, has a bow, has a gift tag. So that's what I experienced. And so now I really enjoy taking time to wrap gifts. And in the past few years, the past 5 or 6 years, I've actually switched and I only wrap my gifts in brown recyclable paper, because some of the wrapping paper that you purchase isn't recyclable or might have like sparkles on it or just like things that don't do well being recycled. So I've just switched to that, and I like to kind of adorn them with like the washi rice paper tape and maybe like string that's reusable. So, and even some years I decorate the brown paper myself, like with Christmas images. So I've really come to kind of enjoy that. But I will just say, if you do switch to the recyclable paper, it's a little bit thicker than wrapping paper, and it can be a little bit hard to kind of like manhandle as well as you might be used to. So just a little disclaimer there, if you decide to switch over, get the thin one.
That's a good tip, because I'm definitely like trying to be a little bit better and more conscious about what I use. And I thought you were going to say like you went and picked acorns and pine cones and wrapped them in the bow and all around the present, and you had like a squirrel join and they like left their family.
I
and
wrapped
came to
them in the
help wrap
forest and you know.
in her
No,
underwear.
not quite, but that would be amazing. Just prancing around. I'm meant to be a forest fairy, okay? Just leave me out there. I'll be fine.
I still can't forget the story from when you were like, 3 leaves fell on my head.
Oh yeah, like I don't know. Okay,
Like,
this is so weird. This
and
past
then a
fall,
bird came and told me that I was beautiful.
that's not exactly what happened. But this past fall, like just walking around experiencing things, leaves kept like falling onto my face, like in my head, and I've never experienced that. Like I've had leaves fall, I've had them blow up against me, but like I was at a Ren fair, my first Ren fair, and I was walking and a leaf fell off a tree and just like slapped me in the face. And then one of the workers was like, "Oh, what's that mean?" And I was like, "I don't know. I don't know, but this is the third one, so I'm becoming one with the forest." So weird. So weird.
Okay.
Anyway,
Well, thank you so much for joining us here on the Dear Video Games Holiday Podcast. We're so excited for Christmas and gift giving. It was a joy to be able to share our top picks for games to give with you. And this
thanks
was so
for
much fun.
listening.
I love a list.
Yeah, it's true. And there's such diversity there. So I'm really excited to hear more about what you decide to give and if you pick any of those. And thank you so much for taking time to hang out here. Make sure to follow and subscribe to all of our social media. We have everything from TikTok to Twitter to Twitch. So make sure you hit the follow button on all of those. And if you've enjoyed the show and you'd like to support us more, we do have Fan House at Dear Video Games where you'll find photos, fun, and a deeper connection with the two of us. So thank you again for listening and happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Yay, bye.